DJC Game Studios. Wow, that was a really old intro. I must have clicked the wrong one when I downloaded it. But at least there was an intro. I didn't want to just do like a countdown. I always forget. I need to do a new upgraded intro, but I have the... It's on my old computer, that's the thing. But welcome, everyone. This is going to be interesting. We're doing some TurboGrafx. I tell you one person that's always... I don't know about person... But I know one dastardly villain.
I'm a fan of banana and TurboGrafx. I'm not a plantain. When I fart, I make a pants stain. Potato, potato, that's my motto. TurboGrafx Banana.
Wow. Just wow. Joey Vibes in the house. Vuchko. All right, let's do it. Vuchko on ice. What's going on, dude? Joey says, tonight is Turbo Tuesday. I ordered tacos and chips. Wait a second. You ordered tacos and... Oh, I said it twice.
Did somebody say taco? Did somebody say taco?
Wow. I think I get on it. Emma Jade in the house. One of us. I'll get the hot dog's hot dog. Well,
Hot dog!
PJ Smith, the man with the wrench, the plan, and one of us. What is going on? A silly clubber, a buttholer, in a good way. That didn't sound good. Nolster, one of us, says maybe DJC is finishing up some bacon cheese tater kegs. I had stir fry. I've been trying to eat better and trying to lose weight, so it was stir fry. I did have a breakfast pizza the other day, though, but I only had I did 3 slices at a time, and it was like eggs and sausage and stuff like that on it. I mean, it's not great for you, but it was delicious. But I made it span over 2 days, so. Pierre, what's going on, one of us? Hello, Chucky boy. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Joey Vibes says Donkey Kong coming for his bananas. Yeah, maybe the green ape. Zaztastic. Rodolfo in the house. What is going on? Yes. You ate Spam for 2 days? No, I ate a pizza, a breakfast pizza. So it's basically, I got a round pizza with a nice Parmesan and butter crust with scrambled eggs and sausage, ham and bacon, and potatoes with sausage gravy. And I ate that, but I spanned it over because it's something to me that's like carbs and bad. I did not eat a Spam pizza. Why do people keep saying Spam pizza? But I said it spanned over 3 days. In the span of 3 days. So I had like 3 when I went there, 3 slices, which were filling enough. And then later for dinner, or later for lunch, I had a couple slices. And then I had, I think, a stir fry or something for dinner. And then the next day for breakfast, I had the last couple slices. Span Fantastic. So no, not spam. Spam. Anyways, welcome to the Turbografx Show. And I want to start this off because it's been a while. I know this is episode 28, but it's been off the air for a little bit. So I figured I'd start for newcomers or people watching in replay, talking about my experience with the TurboGrafx and my TurboGrafx collection. Benvril, one of us. Howdy, turbos. There's Nolster says there's a Korean barbecue spam. You should try that for your next turf. Ooh, I don't know about spam, but I mean Korean barbecue. I like the sauce. Sarah in the house and one of us. Tell me what makes TurboGrafx 16 a great console. I'm a Sega Genesis fan. Well, I'm playing two games that I'm not too familiar with here. Shockman, and I just did like a video on it where I rarely have played this. It's like a little platformer. So Shockman and then Turrican, which I believe Turrican was also on Genesis. So, but they're just kind of run and gun kind of platformers that I'm not too familiar with. But before we end the show, I will show off some of my favorite things, which I always love, like things like Gate of Thunder, Lords of Thunder, Superstar Soldier, Blazing Lasers, and then there's other platformers, but the shooters are where it's at in this. The shoot 'em ups. BJ says spam and tab, the breakfast of champions. It could be. Obsidian Contraption is in the house. What's going on? What is going on? Emma Jade says, I wonder if the Mantis will go back in time and steal all the TurboGrafx and PC engines. But he's the Intellivision Mantis. I don't think he's got a taste for those. Days of Thunder. When I've had too many beans, there's a lot of Days of Thunder. All right. Caspamo. Oh, that'll be my new catchphrase, Caspamo. But anyway, so back in the day, like I played Genesis all the time at my buddy's house. I was still coming out of NES, and my other friend had Super Nintendo, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to get something different. I always wanted to get something people didn't have, I was like, and I saw the Turbo, and I was like, maybe I should get TurboGrafx 16 in the commercials is what I was trying to say. What I was going to say is because my original intro had that cool commercial, and this is an old intro I accidentally pulled up, but it made me go, man, look at like the sprites and how cool this looks. So like Legendary Axe 2, Legendary Axe was really good. But anyways, I went and purchased a Turbo because I was a teenager. I think I went to the mall. I think I was working at the mall, in Sears, like under the stairs, people under the stairs. I was a person under the stairs. No, I was at the place where you could get like a watch battery or get your watch fixed and drop it off. On the other side, they did engraving, but it was under the escalators. On each side, there used to have little counters where little stores would be there, whatever. Anyways, I would just put the little plastic thing up and be back in 10, and then I'd go, and I'd go with the girl that did the engraving. We'd walk the mall and shop and look at stuff, and then come back and then just move our clock another 15 minutes and then walk out again. But, but there was I want to say it was Babbage's, EB Games, or might have been Funko Land 2. I can't remember which one. There was so many, but yeah, it was like in the 90s, and I was just finished. I think I was a senior in high school, if I'm not mistaken. So it must have been like 93. And I went, man, I gotta get one of these things, and I saw the TurboGrafx. I'm like, screw it, I'm getting it. So I picked one up, and then I remember popping in Keith Courage, which was their pack-in, which is a weird thing for a pack-in, and I went, And let me show you. I'll show you a little bit of Keith Courage. So this was the pack-in game. Hold on, let me reset here. just so you guys get an idea of like kind of what my first, I was like, oh man, because you know I was used to like the Sega Genesis was that, to me that was the 16-bit. So I popped this game in because this is what my North American TurboGrafx came with, and I knew nothing of PC Engine, so I'm like, oh, this looks like Nintendo, or well, a little better, but I was not like impressed, right? But this is just the map world or the overworld. This is not the main game. Even though there is a little bit of platforming and stuff in here. But I was like, this is not good. You know, like that's really was my. Obviously, there's a money system here too. I can't remember. There's those cheetahs. Hold on. If you get right here, they'll keep respawning. About right here. Oh, turbo switch. Alright, I think this is either bolt bombs. Yeah, this is bolt bombs. Would you like to purchase any bolt bombs now? Sure. So it's kind of RPG, platformer, kind of weird thing. So then, you get beamed up by a giant rainbow. Then all of a sudden you're in a mech. And this is the actual game here. And I was like, okay, this is pretty awesome. But still, I was like, you know, after playing this, I was like, I kind of wished at the time I could have afforded like another game to buy, you know? And this is pretty brutal. You're always going to get hit with something. Oh, that'll do like your power of your hit points. See, I just picked up a 2. I'll get to like the first boss so you can kind of just see how, and most of the levels on this game are kind of pretty much like this. I mean, there's different kinds, but it's the same thing. You work through the underworld, get to the boss, defeat the boss, there's a new overworld, and even the overworld starts getting kind of a little bit hard with the platforming. Sometimes a little unfair, but it's not terrible. Little frustrating maybe? Oh. Yeah, and so here's where your bolt bombs will come in handy. Already used them all. And then you're beamed back to the top. Then you go and upgrade your sword. Your sword gets bigger and longer, and you save the galaxy with a laser sword. And Brian F., one of us. Effing Nurse Nancy. Always trying to heal my wounds. But anyways, that was the pack-in. I remember when I was a kid, we used to rent TurboGrafx 16 console from the local. I loved it when they used to rent stuff, like the whole consoles. What is going on, Mark? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I saw the movie figures, man. I'm kind of interested in a little bit. I named my new kitten Cringer, for Welcome to Eternia. Nice. Ghouls and Ghosts for the PC Engine is very precious. Yeah, it's very good. So is Street Fighter 2, and there's a lot of ports that are like really insane. Venture of Link Engine. Brian F. in the house, by the way, if I haven't said hello. Yeah, F and Nurse Nancy. John Doe, what's going on? It's what she said to get her sword gets longer. We're all his children now. Hi, kids. It's the horror stream live. What's going on? PJ says, I remember renting a VCR and then making copies of movies. Oh, dude, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, so this was kind of the pack-in, and then I was like, man, I need to up my game. I need to get, like, something cool. So that's when I ended up picking up this game. Oh, my goodness. I picked up, I would always look at the back of the box, and I got this game first. I got part 2 before part 1, and let me just show you here. I am playing on original hardware. I'm just using a flash drive, an EverDrive. That's not what I want. Let's go ahead and exit. There we go. So this is the Legendary Axe Part 2, and I was like, I've never even played the 1. I believe if they used this one as the pack-in, it would have been better, man. I really do. Turbo Banana, you ain't kidding. He was here earlier. He was doing he was just very, very
I'm a fan of banana and Turbografx. I'm not a plantain. When I fart, I make a pants stain. Potato, that's my motto. Turbografx Banana.
just a banana of a guy right there. Have you beaten Utopia? I've played almost through it, but to be honest, I gotta be honest, I never did. I got a little bored and I just kind of moved on to another game when I was streaming. I never had it back in the day when I first originally got my Turbo, but I appreciate it now. I played through Yeast Book 1 and 2, which to me was, I wasn't an RPG guy back in the day. Now I'm a little more open to those. But back in the day, like, playing Yeast Book 1, like, all the way through, I was like, holy crap, dude. It's friggin', so I was, like, into the idea of that kind of RPG. Yeah, part 2 is better. Yeah, everybody says Dungeon Explorer, too, which I never got into. Vigilante's amazing. Sometimes frustrating, but pretty amazing, yeah. So this was the game that I got, went out and bought eventually after I saved up a few bucks working at my little job at Sears, changing watch batteries. So I was like, oh, okay, now we're getting into some 16-bit cool stuff. Tofu, one of us. Banana. What's going on, man? The Turbografx Banana. But the music and the color palettes was so much more colorful than the other two systems. So there's like 3 different weapons you can get, and you upgrade them, which is a power level up there on the top. And you also got like bombs that'll basically like little smart bombs. This is one of my favorites, is this weight on the end of a chain. Yeah, well, yeah, and television was a 16-bit. Who would have known? And I can't remember if was it the processing power, more or less, so you could have menus and selections and different options. Because I don't know how programming works or anything like that, but I'm guessing that's what it was. Obviously not graphically, but oh, you butthole! Oh, the kicking fairies. Free guy. See, now I'm at power level 3 on my sword. Every time you get a weapon, it upgrades it. And now here's our first boss. Learned a long time ago, you just keep doing this and he will jump back and forth, but I'll just kind of show you what he looks like. Ah, see, he's a kicker. But TurboGrafx is always big on giant sprites, really impressive bosses, stuff like that. So that's kind of where that was my second game, right? Potato. That's my motto. Holy crap. That's like Lennon-McCartney level shit right there, my friend. Thanks, PJ. I love you. Mark says I never... Yeah, exactly. In television, 16-bit, right? When I got my consoles back, Packing Came Interactive Volume 7, and I played it. This is on this small portable TV, and it looks so real. Yeah, 16-bit. Right, yeah. They always say in television is, too. It's the plumb bob of death. That flying broad is a problem. Where's Mega TurboGrafx 64? Surely this should be his jam. So there was only ever a 16 version, not a 64. I know nothing about that. Yeah, it was always a 16-bit. But then it had CD. It was the first console to have a CD games. Because it came out in Japan way before it came out here. And even out here, though, I think it was... I know it was definitely before Sega Genesis, too. And they had smoother running CD games, which was really good. So that's when it really shined. Joey Vibes, a member. Guys, I cannot wait to show this off. Joey, thanks. Thanks for coming back to the Silly Club, one of us. You are one of the graders. And I will tell you what. You get to have the brand new banner from the whole Silly Club trailer, welcoming from the crew. Here we go.
Welcome to the Silly Club. Now you're one of us. Hi, welcome to the Silly Club from Clarence the Cow.
Welcome to the Silly Club, zoopity doopity from your pal Flanagan Fox. Welcome to the Silly Club. Things are gonna get weird if I'm not the Zazzy Man. Welcome to the Silly Club from the Turbografx Banana. Yeah. We now own your likeness, your mind, and all your beer.
And what a laugh it is. Buzz in the house, one of us. Thank you, Joey Vibes. I always appreciate you being here. Geekstorian. Nick is in the house. The Geekstorian, guys. What is going... Evening. Let me get back to this. You're not looking at that type of a screen there. Yeah, exactly. One of us, Joey. Silly clubs. So then, speaking of Bonk and Air Zonk that Brian F's putting up, that is... So could Atari... Oh, I would love if they did. If Atari bought this, they are the perfect company. Hands down. They'd have Atari, they'd have Intellivision, and I don't know why I'm sounding like a bomber right now. I'm like, they'd have Atari, Intellivision. No, they have Atari, a television, and then they have TurboGrafx, but Konami owns the rights, if I'm not mistaken, so Konami ain't giving it up anytime soon, unfortunately. Ha! I love the green DK. Now you get all the emotes as well. But that would be cool. Good, bad CD games were in their infancy. Yeah. Did you show Casey how to remember list scroll? I did not. I think he knows how to do the banner. He knows how computers way more than me. Nice. New members get tab and spam, I heard. There's punch and pie for everyone in the break room. I wish that StreamYard had freaking emoji stuff, but I see it on the actual chat, guys. Like, I know, I see it. It's just kind of weird, right? Papa Brad's gaming in the house. What is happening? He's got the Yeji stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. How's everyone's night? Well, it's just starting, except there's this banana that's been really coming around, and right when I'm in the middle of talking...
Well, looks like your TURBOGRAFX Show is going quite well. Look at the colors and the 16-bit realistic graphics. By the way, I'm the TurboGrafx Banana. Ho ho ho! Yes!
Wow, the banana striking again. It's kind of... should I drop a... Yeah, I think we're only a couple members away and I can do another emoji. But yeah, I can do a Vushko emoji. Yeah, absolutely, I can. Absolutely. Nintendo has licensed it out from Konami. I do know that, just like they do with Castlevania and a couple other things. But, yeah, Konami was the one that put out the TurboGrafx Mini. Let's look it up right now. I'm pretty sure it's still Konami. They hold on to everything, and they don't like doing stuff with stuff, which sucks. If anybody could buy it from them, it would be Nintendo. Who owns the rights to TurboGrafx 16? Yep, Konami currently owns the rights to the PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16 and associated game library. Wow, they own all the games too. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Konami acquired these rights when they absorbed Hudson Soft, the original designer of the system, in 2012. Yeah, NEC and Hudson Soft was fully absorbed into Konami on March 1st, 2012. While NEC manufactured the hardware, Konami now holds the intellectual property for the games and the console and the branding, which was utilized for the 2020 TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Yep. Yeah, so I don't think Konami is going to drop it anytime soon. Yep, Turbo. Yeah, they had it on Wii. I remember playing Bonk on my Wii. I mean, I wasn't bonking my Wii. I mean, I was playing the game. Did somebody say pizza? I don't want to give anything away, but that's coming, Tofu. I have that in the works. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Mark brings up a good point, though. Sometimes it's just Milla time. It's Milla time! Cheers, Mark. Gawker's Death Rattle. What's going on? Evening. I got to catch up to chat, guys. I am so sorry I'm behind. Obsidian saying hello. Papa Brad's Gaming saying hello. Machinoid, it's good to know the hallucinations are external this time. Welcome. What's going on? If I know how to use tech, I would buy lots of my emojis. Atari, yeah, that's another one everybody's saying. That would be an easy acquisition, I believe. Because isn't it just a couple people that tried to do a console so many years ago? And I can't remember did they license the people that made was it Collector Vision? Did the Collector Vision Phoenix? Was that just licensed by the people that own the name ColecoVision, I'm guessing? What I'm wondering is if Atari could just buy that too. I mean, if they owned all three retro consoles, that would be pretty sweet. And I never had a ColecoVision, so it'd be something I'd be interested. Konami used to be in Buffalo Grove, Illinois back in the 80s and 90s. Nice. What other consoles owned by non-large corporations? I mean, I don't even know who owns Odyssey, to be honest. Yeah, the trifecta of the 80s. That'd be perfect. Oh, my God. Like, I want to sneeze because it's so dry and cold down here. You know what? And knock on wood, literally, I have not gotten sick. I was saying this earlier. I was like, I think the last time I was sick, I got the vid. Obsidian says Konami needs to put out a Turbo. Well, they did do that. They put out a TurboGrafx Mini and a PC Engine Mini. But you could. The thing with it is you couldn't hack it. So the best thing to do is, like, I got a PC Engine, and a real PC Engine's what I'm playing on. But I got they make the EverDrive Pro that has all the CD games. It's got it's got even hacks and homebrews. It's got everything on it, and it's friggin' awesome. The EverDrive Pro. Well, I should say it comes like that. I bought the game collection from someone selling an SD card because it's all stuff you can't get anymore. It's not like I don't even know who made all the hacks or anything. If Atari picked up ColecoVision, that means we can get that version of Frenzy again. Yeah, you can get all that stuff. Pizza. The pizza is coming, guys. Who owns ColecoVision? A couple dudes, I think. Of course, ColecoVision Donkey Kong is never going to... Yeah. Well, right. Yeah. That's one of the ones you just gotta, like, download the ROM, and it's because I don't think anybody owns that. It was licensed back then, and that was it. And that is one of the best. Yeah, it's one of its best. That's what everybody keeps saying. That's why I think I never got into ColecoVision, because everybody said it had great arcade ports. But I'm like, okay, what about original stuff? I'm into console originals more than I am the ports. Dormitus Brands owns ColecoVision. Says, "Go game, go! The man with the wrench and the plan, and one of us." I don't know. So is that the people that did the Phoenix, or is that that must be the company that CollectorVision licensed the brand for the Phoenix or something like that, right? If I'm saying that correctly. PJ says if they made the same thing as the Sprint and put homebrews on it and only make it fully sideload. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Sprint, I'm going to be honest, when it first came out, I was like, no cartridge slot, huh? Because I'm a physical cartridge, manual box, display it on my friggin' shelf guy. But when I see stuff like that, I'm like, I'd love that for TurboGrafx, I'd love that for anything, like the ColecoVision, like, I think an Atari thing that you could sideload ROMs would be good too, but you can do that on isn't it the 400 Mini that you can do that on? I'm pretty sure you could do that on that. Restart from 2-bit, yeah. I don't even know what bit you consider certain games. Put a cart slot on the ColecoVision, deal with HDMI, sign me up, Atari. There you go. So make a plus. Just do the plus, yep. Your clips are outstanding. Well, thank you so much. I don't know why I did that voice. That was weird. I have a Mini. It has Rondo Blood that makes... Yeah, I sold my Mini after getting this because I got Rondo on this. Vectrex, ColecoVision. What else? Yeah, but that's... I know, like, a lot of people like the Odyssey. What about... Okay, I got one for you. What about the Texas Instruments TI-99? Like, who even owns Texas Instruments now? I want to play Munchman. That's the only game I remember. What a great game, Knights of Dormitus. Dormidius. I only play Mr. Doom and Spider-Man on ColecoVision. Ooh, they had a Spider-Man? I wouldn't mind trying that. Dormitus Brands buys up dormant brands and tries to build them up to bring something back. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, that's cool, I guess. Papa Brad said, the 400 I have side-loaded big time. See, that, I'm very interested in getting that, because I could play, like, Wavy Navy and a couple things that PJ introduced me to. Now, can you, I would believe the 400 you could do 2600 and 7800 and 5200 games? Or is it just 400, 800 games? Is it just the 8-bit, like, collections you can put on there? Which I guess would be 78, right? The analog turbo console is a good option too. Physical cart, CDs, inside loading. Yeah, you're right. Odyssey 2, Casey is a big fan. He said he's got a bunch of it. I'd like to know. Gawker's Death Rattle says the TI-99 is a really potent CPU, but the architecture of the machine hamstrung because it's super goofy memory. Oh, okay. Yeah, my neighbors had a TI-99, Texas Instruments, and I was like, oh man, like, what? Do you have Pac-Man? Or because that was the big thing back in the 80s. He's like, well, we got Munchman. It was basically reverse Pac-Man. It was a green Pac-Man that made trails through the maze, and I think you still ate Power Pill. It's been forever, but I know if I play it, I'll be like, I remember this. The closest to computing back in my day is I had a VIC-20. That was it. Television needs to make an RPG where you can name your character. I'll name my character Dormitus. I'm just playing the Atari computer stuff on mine. Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It's not like, yeah, it's probably the one format or I think it said, well, I believe it even said that it's 400, 800, right? So do you think Atari would do a Lynx? My Big W store sells cartridges. Oh, nice. A lot of people are talking Lynx, so I just haven't seen them do any I mean, wouldn't that be on their handheld? Can you play Lynx games on that big handheld with a number pad and stuff? Doesn't that have like everything on Atari? And Atari kind of hamstrung crossover between the 400, 800 and the 7200. Same hardware inside, but different memory addressed mapped. They're not directly compatible. Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Why is it called the 2600? Did they fail 2,599 times? Do you have Space Invaders? No. Do you have Pac-Man? No. Do you have Asteroids? No, but my dad does. Oh, man. Vacation. Great movie. Evergrade is still making games. I might be just getting rid of my Evercade games. I don't play it enough. I appreciate the concept, but I'm with me trying to collect for Intellivision, Atari, and TurboGrafx. Those are my three now. I even had to say, and I love my Genesis stuff, but I said goodbye to it because, unfortunately, I can emulate everything I've ever bought for Genesis. So I don't feel bad, especially when all this stuff's not available anymore. The only way you can do is emulate it. But I do want to do homebrews. I want to do Genesis homebrews. So that's another thing. I may try to get a modded Genesis with, I might have to talk to Hugo about that. OGHugo.com, right? But I want to get a modded Genesis that I can get a flat, like an EverDrive for, so I can play all those games. But I mainly want to use it to play the homebrew physical titles. And then I'm also going to be showing off soon some Atari 2600 homebrews and some 7800 cartridges and complete in box stuff. And so I got my 7800 Plus, which will play both. So I'm only like looking at it right here, but so yeah, so we can play that, and I will be showing a lot of that too. Jaws on NES is freaking awesome, dude. I love that game. Can't believe you accidentally got rid of Nightmare on Elm Street. No, so guess what? I found it. I ended up putting it. Doesn't matter. It's over here, and I got the box upstairs. So I have Nightmare complete. I have it complete in box with all the advertisements and everything. But what I'm saying, getting back to it before we get into the games, I'm about to sell off all my Evercade stuff and my DS. The only thing that sucks is that they had some cool Intellivision collections, and me always wanting to be an Intellivision kind of guy, I might want to keep the two Intellivision cartridges. I don't know what that's going to say about my collection, but because all I'm going to be able to do is if I sold the whole collection as a whole, I guess I would rebuy the two Intellivision cartridges just to have them on my shelf because I'm a weirdo. I mean, I got this friggin' thing on my shelf. I still got these, and I got the GameCube one as well. So I just love stuff that says Intellivision. I just like the look of it. I'm nuts, Get an R4 card for the DS. Yeah, so I heard that you could do the overlays, and then all the you could do all the the overlays on the second screen with the touch and everything. So I have it. It's the, or what do I think about? Oh, you're talking about the, because I have the Sprint. I have a modded Intellivision and I have this Sprint, the Sprint is genius. So, but yeah, if people, I think a Plus would sell to certain audiences. I'd buy it. I would buy it as a big Intellivision fan. I'd buy a Plus if they made it. But the Sprint was genius, and I didn't see it at first till I realized the custom artwork, the custom screenshots, the carousels, USB drives of different game collections, homebrews that are going to be sold digitally with Sprint packages. That's freaking amazing. So, like, I like the Intellivision Sprint. I love it, actually, and it's my main source for streaming and stuff now. So I enjoy it. So if they come up with a Plus, absolutely. I have a complete set of Evercade carts up to the Neo Geo carts. Yeah, I think I'm up to... I got the arcade ones, too. I got 8 of the arcade ones. And I'm only up to 30... I know one is... I think I'm at 31 carts. I don't know where my 31 is, but yeah, the Sidney Hunter collection was the last one I got. But I already have the Sidney Hunter on the Intellivision, so I'm like, you know, not saying that it's not great everywhere else. Princess Quest only on the Evercade? I mean, I have it on the Sprint as well. I had bought the ROM from Collector Vision, I believe. I forgot how I got that. Yeah, because I have the ROM. When Funstock stopped selling to the USA, I was out. Yeah, well, that too, because of, like, they're charging too much or something. Slick move, Evercade. Yeah, so it's not anything I'm going to continue to collect. I really was going to just collect everything. Then they did the Lara Croft thing and the Duke Nukem, and I was like, oh, I want to get that. But it was like, am I going to put my money towards something that I'm getting just because I think it's cool? Or am I going to maybe buy a TurboGrafx game every couple months that's super expensive instead of buying 3 Evercade games? You know, like, maybe I want to spend the $40 to $70 on an Intellivision game, complete in box, a homebrew. So I'd rather, when it comes to TurboGrafx, Intellivision, and Atari, I'd rather spend on that, mostly Intellivision and Turbo. I have a bottle of Vuchku and Coca-Cola. How do you have 2 Sprint boxes behind you? Didn't the Mana steal them? I might have made a deal. I'm about to bring so I moved some stuff if you guys didn't see. I had my Turbo stuff up there, but I want to do a dedicated area for Turbo, but let me get into that too. So basically, yeah, I'll show you my childhood games, because the funny thing is, when I moved into my house, I opened up a couple boxes I had at the house I grew up in after because I used to live out in California as well. After, like, when I turned 23, I moved out to California. I moved back when I was 30. And I had these boxes, and they were all taped up, and I opened them up, and they had all my childhood TurboGrafx 16 boxes. Yet the games were missing. But it had all the insides, just the jewel case and game. So on those, I'm trying to recreate them all. So I have so far with, let me show you the ones I have. So I have TV Sports Hockey on the TurboGrafx, complete in box. And the sports titles, they're not going for too much. Same TV Sports Basketball. I wanted to get all the TV sports stuff. And then, so this is one I still need to complete, but I have Legendary Axe Mint box. Or Legendary Axe 2, I'm sorry. And that I still, and it's expensive, and I need to complete it. Another one that's super expensive. And I had the Hue card, and I sold it when I needed cash many years ago for like $200. And now the box is probably worth $200, but the game and the jewel case and the instructions, because it had had one of those clear plastic trays in here, that's what's going to be money if I can get that. I need to get the manual, the Hue card, and that plastic tray here. But Air Zonk, one of the greatest games ever made, I think. Kadash is another one. This is the full arcade version. It has all the playable characters. Because remember, Genesis did not have... I think Genesis and Super Nintendo did not have the full cast of characters. This has everyone. And then Splatterhouse. These are my original childhood boxes. Like, for some reason, I was like, I must save these. And I don't know why. Because you always just use the jewel cases. Now for the stuff I've completed, well, besides the sports ones, I have recompleted my childhood Tiger Road. This is one of the greatest games ever, too. Parasol Stars, Bubble Bobble 3, the story of Bubble Bobble 3. This one is complete now. Oh, Taking It to the Hoop. I would never play this, but it was just one I picked up super cheap. It was like mint condition. So this is a completed Pac-Lan arcade port. And it does, a lot of people, I see a lot of people play this on YouTube channels and stuff. They're like, I'm going to try a TurboGrafx. And they don't realize, they're like, you can only jump with the joystick or D-pad and you got to use the buttons to move. I'm like, it literally on the menu screen says lever control or button control. You could switch it. You can play with a joystick or D-pad. Anyway, sorry, but a lot of people do that though. But Pac-Lan. Fully complete now, the original legendary axe. Full and complete, my childhood sidearms. Pretty sweet. Me and my dad used to play, my dad played the heck out of this game. Power Golf. I still think it's a great game. Victory Run, which is kind of like the Rad Racer kind of version for the Turbo. Victory Run. And oh my god, I used to play so much of this on live streams and lunch when I did the lunchtime streams all the time. Fantasy Zone. Sega's Fantasy Zone. And it is a beautiful, beautiful version of this game. Crappy cover, though, for such a great game. But hey, it is what it is. But that's basically my Turbo collection that I have. So I pretty much got to just get Air Zonk, Legendary 2, Splatterhouse, and Kadash to complete. Oh, and Ninja Spirit I need too. I thought I must not have Ninja Spirit either. I'm so used to playing it on my EverDrive that, but I do need to get the physicals because they're only going more and more, like the amount of money to buy any TurboGrafx game, besides the sports ones, those are super cheap, just like anything. But, it's unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Ichabod Crane in the house. What is going on? And one of us. Very good to see you. Brian F says the Mantis. He's out there. He's still out there.
The Intellivision Mantis. Mantis, the Intellivision Mantis. Give it up. I've got all your Intellivision sprints right here.
Yeah, he's just stealing out. He just has a taste for Intellivision, apparently. I gotta catch up with chat here, guys. I've been rambling. I'm a rambling man. What I liked about the Genesis is the pad, that's it. I liked the Genesis controller. It was different, very rounded. Nowadays, it may feel a little clunky knowing you got stuff that's more contoured or something that's, but still, it was, for the time, it was good. You need to get that Dragon Quest. Oh, I have it. I have that, dude. I got Dragon Quest the day it came out. I got the ROM for my LTO Flash and for my Sprint, but I didn't get the physical copy, which I really want. But once again, shipping from Canada is all the extra fees and all that stuff. I can't afford it. That's why I didn't get the Duck Hunter yet either, which I really want. But it's just, I don't want to spend $200 on a game that I'm going to play a couple times and then put it on my shelf, Ichabod says, have you seen the Mantis? Well, you just saw him, my friend. I gotta catch up. God, I gotta catch up. Yes, I was just playing Sorcerer Pinball the other night, man. I scored points. I hope you didn't pay anything for Super Mario Brothers. That was from Portland Retro Gaming, and I had someone pick it up for me. You guys might know him, and I'm not saying who. Yeah, for my turbo stuff, as a teenager, I took very good care of my turbo boxes, and for some reason, I removed the games that came in the jewel cases with the manual, and that's usually... And a lot of people would get the boxes crushed or throw them out. I took my boxes and put them all in a box and sealed it. And only because I thought I was the only one that liked turbo, and now they're like the most expensive thing to collect. So that's like half the battle right there. Not to quote G.I. Joe, but all I need to do is complete them with the Hue Card manual now. So that's some are more than others. Yeah, Magical Chase. What is that? Like, isn't that like, what are they trying to ask 10 grand for that or something now? 5 to 10 grand? Let's look it up. Let me look it up really quick while I talk to you. I guarantee you it's insane. I don't like the remaked ones either. TurboGrafx Magical Chase. Yeah, $6,349.99. That is not including the box. That's just the Hue Card in the jewel case. Oh, here's a complete in-box. Original owner, 1993 U.S. TurboGrafx Magical Chase. $11,000. The game ain't that great. I mean, it's a good game. It's not $11,000 good. Mind you, if I was a millionaire, that'd be on my shelf. Just saying, because I'm a dumbass. Let's see. Oh, PC Engine Works. They're the ones that just keep remaking stuff, so you can buy their remade version for $350. Come on. Yeah, so it's nuts, man. It's just nuts. I gotta catch up on chat. I'm so sorry. Did you finish every Hue Card sold in U.S.? Not yet. I'm at, I think I'm at 67. There's a total of, I think, 96, 90 something. It's almost 100. They were released in North America. So in the Hue Cards. So I still need to do those. Which I've started those back up again. I'm going to try to do at least one a week. And we're going to play one of the ones that I was playing, that I did the video of was it last week? Yeah, last week I released one. It was Shockman. We're going to be playing that today. Taz is in the house. Taz PT, one of us. What is going on? I'm really trying to catch up here. Taz, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Tofu says, how many TurboGrafx 16 games are there? How many do you own? Well, I just own the ones I showed. So, yeah, like what? Like 20, 2, 1, 20, something like that. I didn't really count. But I have an EverDrive Pro that has, like, digitally, it's basically a flash card that goes into the TurboGrafx, and it plays all the CD games, the Super CD games, the arcade card games. No adapters or cards or anything needed. It's just, yep, turn it on, it comes up with a menu like you saw, and I pick the game. But it's on original hardware, so it plays, so you can actually, yeah, Mark's like, I remember, dude, I played Fantasy Zone so much. Ninja Spirit I've won many a times. I did a run-through on it. That last stage, though, where you're falling and you got to line it up, I die like 20, 30 times before I can finally make it to the bottom and to kill that final boss. But it's such a great game. That is an epic game on the system. Yeah. What about the Turbo Zoom Beanies? Or Zambonis, maybe. Power Golf is in the top. I love Power Golf. My dad played the shit out of that game. He loved that game. Yeah, I later on learned that Batman, although weird, it was like the top-down over, kind of looked like a Bomberman style, but it was Batman. You were picking up stuff and throwing boomerangs or batarangs. It was a cool game. It was kind of just weird. Darkwing Duck, I've tried playing and it's really bad. The Angry Video Game Nerd did a pretty good analysis on that. Conker's Death Rattle says Ichabod Crane and the Mantis, one right after the other. Oh, man, you never know. Let's.
The Intellivision Mantis! Mantis, the Intellivision Mantis! Give it up!
TurboGrafx Banana still here? I'm going nowhere! Look for banana peels on all your front lawns! I'm coming for you!
The Banana, man, he is just having a good time. Need to learn Avenue Redux too. Yeah, I need to see Pete's video. My mother threw away my overlays. Oh no! Blackthorn! What's going on, Blackthorn in the house? Ooh, TurboGrafx. Yeah, I was just getting over my boxed games from my childhood that I still have. Like who would have thought I'd hang on to some of them? But I still need to recomplete them. It was like I took the games out and played and did stuff with those and ended up selling them off years ago. And then I came and moved into my new house like a little over a decade ago, and I opened up these boxes with all my old toys and stuff in it. And I was like, I have stacks of my boxes because I was so fond of TurboGrafx that I saved like all my freaking boxes, man. So it's like, you know, and they're like in mint shape. So I've been slowly getting the jewel cases and manuals and the hue cards and CDs and trying to, like, you know, complete them, which I've completed a lot of them, but it's not nearly, yeah, it's just insane. It's insane. Jordan, what's going on? Jordan Windpaw in the house. Jaws, if you will. One of us, Silly Club member. Sup? Now there's a banana with a mustache. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening on this channel. I used to have control of it, and now it's just this TurboGrafx bananas jumping around. It's one of the last games for the TurboGrafx 16. Which one were you talking about? Oh, was it which game are you talking about? Power Golf? Oh, Darkwing Duck or Batman you must be talking about. Oops, where is my... Oh my goodness. My thing jumped all over the place. There we go. I rubbed my TurboGrafx boxes on my nuts and then threw them into a quarry. Ooh. Ouch. Where would said quarry be? There we go. That was the last 110 or 11,000. Oh yeah, 11,000. Yeah. Oh, now we're catching up here. And my Star Wars toy. Oh. Yeah. Blackthorn says, I wish I had the outer boxes for Kadash and Parasol Stars. They're about the only things I'm missing for the complete all boxes and documentation, complete working designs library. Dude, I don't know if you clicked on, which one did you say? Kadash and Parasol Stars? You're going to shit when you see this, because I don't know if you clicked on when I was showing these, but my childhood box and completed Parasol Stars right here. Look at that, dude. It's like I kept my boxes for Turbo mint because I had like an obsession. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Look at that. The Working Designs logo. Oh, dude. It's so beautiful. It's got the purple tab, which I like. And then where's my Kadash? I just had Kadash. I don't want to push it. Everything's about to fall. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I'm like, I know I had it. So I have the box only mint, but I don't have my Hue card and manual, so I need to get that. So that's it's going to cost me about a good, probably $200 now to get this game complete, to finish, to make this complete, which then it'll put it up, you know, but yeah, I think they're running like 150 to 200 depending on who's selling, but I need to get the full original jewel case with the Hue card and the manual to complete this one, but yep. What you gonna do? Where am I at? Here we go. That's why Magical Chase is so expensive. It's like a little... Exactly. It's just... Camaro is in the house. What's up, you silly people? Too silly, man. We got a new member today, and we had a big banner, welcome banner. We have a new big welcome banner with all the characters, so it's so much easier to just, instead of clicking them all separately, so... And, of course, I just lost my... Banana. Lifeworth says, I didn't know the Turbografx existed until the late 90s, which would seem odd considering I was working at Toys R Us. See, that's where I first saw it, was Toys R Us, where they had like the wall of, my belt was digging into my gut, where they had the wall of like the games with like the laminated like cards, and you like look like that, look at the bottom or the to see the back and all that. Yeah, that's when I was like, I would look and see what the coolest graphics looked like, and then I'd buy the stuff. Yeah, in the mid-90s, the system had a core graphic for $5 at the Sterling Heights store. See, I worked at Toys R Us, way later on, for a season doing, like, Christmas stocking, and it was fun. It was fun. That's when you could smoke inside there. Like, no one cared back as like, well, this was actually, someone should have, because it was probably like 2004, 2005. Core graphics for $5, dude. Wow. Maybe some DJC characters will end up in a Miko game someday. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be something? True's inventory system, that is. Splatterhouse on TurboGrafx. Oh, yeah, is a classic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I agree. Oh, my goodness. Well, let me catch up with chat, then we have to get to some games eventually, right? Will you play stream that Power Golf sometime? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. We're going to have this every Tuesday. Well, unless I'm sure there'll be Tuesdays I can't, but I'll post and let you know. But we're going to be doing TurboGrafx every Tuesday now. So this is just the bring back of it. I think we need a Power Golf League. There you go. Hey, mofo, I'm here for Intellivision. Well, this is the TurboGrafx Show, Magic 1. Think about it, says, what Bombermans do you have? I have them all. I have them all. Oh, not physical. So on my EverDrive, I have them all. I got Bomberman 93, Bomberman 94, Panic Bomber, and I think that's it. I used to have the arcade. I used to have Bomberman World PCB, and someone cut one of the... All I knew is it used to fit in a JAMA harness, which was weird. Or was it a Konami adapter? Not Konami. Was it Hudson Soft? Or anyway, it had anyways, I had the arcade board, and it was really finicky because someone literally sawed down one of the pins on the right, so it fit into like this JAMA connector, and I can't believe how they did it. But I had to make sure it was centered. It would be like boom and blow fuse. But I'd center it, lock it in, and then I had it in a couple different cabinets, and then I ended up selling it for a good penny. I think I sold it for a few $100. I think just the board. All right, let me catch it. Magical Chase was Magical Chase, yeah. F this stream. Thanks, Magic One. You're awesome. Turbo-tastics Tuesdays, says Brian F. It's Turborific. Caturbo. All right, let's get to it. Let's play. So now we're going to play these weird games that I've never really got into too much or don't have really much experience with. So this is one I just did a video on when we're trying to play every hue card possible. This is Shockman. We shall press the run button. I'm going to be... It almost looks like FX Unit Yuki. Here it goes. Now I'm ready to repair your body. Oh, he's running by himself now. Like, you start actually moving the guy, and then he starts running. He's told me nothing but lies. You sit on a throne of lies. Okay, now I'm actually controlling him. What's going on here? You are Shockman, right? I don't know why I sounded like the banana right there. Get him, boys. Just try it. I'm Shockman. You're not going turbo, are you? That's all right. Why is this guy taking longer than the other guy? Yeah. It's really weird control. Oh, I didn't know I could hold it. Okay, I didn't know I could hold down. I always had the turbo switch on. What happened? What's that? So I got to button mash or hold down. This is the latest news. Oh, it must be the future. A group called the Ryu Empire. Wait a second. Is this Street Fighter? Same universe, maybe? They intended to invade Earth. Please escape as soon as possible. Oh my goodness. The workers are a gang? That was the intro to the game, anyways. Okay, you definitely can't backtrack. So those little cans give you life. Ouch! It feels a little bit clunky, but once again, you know, first time really trying to do something serious here. I mean, it's just, I feel like I'm underpowered. I have like a pea shooter. I feel like no matter what, I'm getting hit. Alright. Ouch, you butthole. Oh, you bastards. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It just keeps bumping me every time I get hit. Like, if it didn't bump me off the platform And I'm dead. Oh my god, he's having a seizure. Wow. And it's like totally dead. My favorite CD game, I gotta say, Gate of Thunder, Lords of Thunder. Both of those, I think, equally. Yeah, they become ridiculous if you're going for the complete 400-ish title Japanese PC engine, which is, that is way more doable. Even those have kind of went up a little bit, too. It's supposed to be like a Mega Man kind of style. Yeah, it's like Mega Man, right? Which I was never, don't kill me, but I was never played back in the day. You're not going turbo. I saw that earlier. Did Capcom develop this? NCS. I don't. NCS has done this. Of course, anime graphics. Yeah. Those turbo switches did take a beating. Those guys got exactly what they deserved. All right. I'm gonna try it again, man. Let's. Whoa. Oh, so it's sort of continued. Just gonna do a lot of button mashing. I hate that. Where you just, like, he's out of reach, but... Like, obviously you can't stop getting hit right there, you know? Why does he always have his hand out? Is he trying... Like, I feel like that looks like that, like the Mega Man game. Bastard. Oh, I was like, is that a door? I don't know. Ah! Ah, like, dude, come on. Buildings keep falling. I've got a pea shooter. What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna die again. I won't see it as it falls. It won't let me jump once it starts falling. What the hell was that? Dude, it just dropped me. Like, if you're gonna do like a flying, like, come back from your death, why do you drop me? That's awful. I don't like this game. That was some pretty bad control. Is it gonna just... Yeah, no thanks. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna say I did not really like that much. Very underpowered, But I also don't want to be just like a dick about it, so... Well, let's go one more. Shocking. Maybe we should try the other person. George Jeffrey Maps, what's going on? Boss, yeah, the boss looked cool. Contra torches, that's what I was thinking too, dude. Bloody wolf, yeah. Tough, yeah. It's a very like you're button mashing because, you know what? Maybe I should use my charge more. But anyways, let's try Sony. I don't need to see her whole intro. Is it going to be the same? Yep. Now I'm ready to repair your... So it's the same thing? Is she a shock girl? It's shock girl and shock man. He's told me nothing but lies. It's the same thing. What's going on here? You are Shockman. Well, not with that dress. Get him, boys. So am I just going to turn into the same thing? Oh, no, I am a different. See, you can't jump high enough to get over him. Which doesn't matter because it's all just like an intro anyways. Do I have to... I don't want to see the news. Is it going to do the same thing? There we go. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Keep going. I'm escaping as soon as possible. Shock chick. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now can we play? There we go. Can't believe I had to go through all that intro crap. I don't know why I'm bitching. I should. Maybe that's what I need to do with these too. There we go. Get them quick. Whoops. Yeah, so that charge, you almost want to always have that charge ready. I mean, it only takes like 3 hits anyways, but they give you enough to like... Alright, now let's do the Contra torches. Damn it. Alright, now we gotta fight this freaking boss. See, it doesn't, it just makes you fall with the building. Once again, once the building starts falling, like, what am I supposed to do? I can't jump off the building when it falls, which is instantaneous. Wow, I actually did it that time. Hold on. So you got like a split second. That was awesome. This is messed up, man. Once again, it just jump doesn't want to work. This is very frustrating controls. Wow, I got it. Shockwoman, you're such a great fighter. But I'm greater. Awesome. Doc? It's strange he's not here. Oh, there he is. I'm being held captive by the Ryu Empire. What if he is the Ryu Empire? Remember, you're not supposed to trust him? They're building a base on... What's the name? The Banana Island or whatever? What's this? A newly built submarine called Shockmarine? No way. Is it going to become like a shooter now? It really is. Oh, I actually kind of like this better. Still feels like the controls are really... They're just... I don't feel that they're smooth at all. Like, I can't even line that up. And it's just taking down all my life hit points. And I apologize if this is someone's, like, favorite game ever. You know, because once again, this is my first time. If this was like the only game I had and I played it every day of the week back in the day, I'd probably be very good at it, and well, that wasn't cool. But once again, no power upgrades, man. Like, I have the same weapon, and that's just kind of cheap to me. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Joey Vibes asks, is Go Game Go still here? Those guys picked the wrong chick. Women are boss. Boss! You could just walk over to the next building from the falling one. Is that Guy Fieri? Yeah, it is, I think. Building falls because you ate too much pierogies. That could be true. That is absolutely probably exactly what's going on. That's Boy 68, one of us. Hey, everyone. What's going on, man? Talk about turbulence. Yeah, I see what you did there. I see that. I see what's going on, man.
I'm a fan of banana and Turbografx. I'm not a plantain. When I fart, I make a pants stain. Potato, potato, that's my motto. Turbografx Banana. Well, wasn't that fun? I like when you flip the turbo switches on the Turbografx. Even on a PC engine. Yes! Turbografx Banana approves.
That was disturbing. I'm going to be honest, that was probably the most disturbing thing the Banana's done before. Ooh. The shock sub was on fire underwater. Yeah, it went down in flames in the water. I knew that was Guy Fieri. He's bringing back the barbecue beer and game show. Nice. You guys said that about the Zazzy man as well. Those crazy eyes creep. Yeah, he is a creep. He's really a creep. All right, we are going to get into Turrican balls listings. So this is another one that I am not familiar with. Let's do options, see if there's anything we need to learn. Nothing. Okay. I never understood when it's like, play the music. Sound effects. Like, I don't care. Back in the day for the first time. Okay, same thing, switches off. Kind of looks like Oscar. Oh, what's that? We actually have upgrades? Okay, I can't tell what's below me, but... Whoa! This reminds me of Psycho Nick's Oscar. Oh, it's Demon Attack! Or Phoenix! So I can't shoot them, but they can kill me? Oh, okay, I gotta hold that in. Just now the gun works? Okay. What is that? What am I supposed to do? I guess my game is over. Yes, we'll continue. Once again, I hate when games do this. I continued, but it's just starting me from the beginning of the game. I'm keeping the turbo switch on. What the hell? The hell was that shit? I don't know what that thing is. It just doesn't do anything when you hit it. Oh, I just died! I can't tell what's below me. What just happened? Yes, I'd love to. It's going to continue at me at the beginning. Not much of a continue. The music just doesn't stop. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, now that I actually have, like, something that's... awesome, I get killed. I have no control when that comes out. Like, sometimes it comes out. Oh, I got that thing to die. Oh, I can't jump with it. Oh, cool. It just decides when it wants to come out. Where are those rocks coming from? The sky? Press continue, go to start. Sloppy Marsden in the house! Go, Chuck, go! I'm gonna go ahead and say hard pass on Turrican, guys. Oh my goodness. Entering level 1. How about entering level never? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to play something good to redeem myself from that. Big ass pit. Yeah, exactly. Press continue, go to start, great feature. It's worse Contra. There's a Turrican collection coming out for every game the next couple of months. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm caught up there. You made it to the Astro Smash level. You said Raiden? The original Raiden on here is okay. I don't think it's the greatest, but I am going to play... I still love Superstar Soldier. I just need to play something good for a change. Sorry, gotta restart. I was trying to turn up the volume. I have like 0 volume here. Some of these are really low. Here we go. Now this, oh shoot, always. I've got the Turrican collection on pre-order. Oh, you do? Sorry about that, guys. I had it in the mini window, and you guys are just looking at me go, Urgh. OGHugo.com. Use code DJC for a silly discount. OG Hugo does retro game mods, system mods, adapters, controllers, retro stuff. OGHugo.com. Yo. What is happening, sir? And one of us. George Jeffrey Maps says, OG Hugo, does your stick work on the Sprint? That's what he's working on right now is the adapters. Ah! That didn't feel very nice. I knew I was going to die there. So you guys were talking about some of my favorite games. So let me show you. So, Turbografx CD, well, also the PC Engine CD, but I absolutely love Gate of Thunder, but I'm going to go, let's do some Lords, guys. Let's do some Lords of Thunder. You got to end it on a high note, man. Like, man, the ones I picked were not great games. Shockman, not a fan. Turrican, I know eventually I'm going to have to do a video on it. I'm going to be like, I'm dreading this video. To me, this is one of the best games ever made for the system, besides Air Zonk, which is also an amazing game. Let's just get past the intro and... Vushko is a good name. This just shows what the TurboGrafx is all about right here. I like Earth Armor. I think it's probably the most... It's not the most impressive looking, but it's a beautiful armor. I probably should have not did that, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. Bastards. already killing me. I might die this first time, but I'm gonna have plenty of... Oh, maybe not. There we go. I see I'm gonna have plenty of crystals. I like the fact that when you hit the ground in this, you don't die. You just start running. Nice, I got the extra health. Ow, I got hit though. Ah, that sucked. Alright, first boss. I don't know if I'll make it. I do have one bomb, but... Nice. Geez, thanks for the 500 crystals. I gotta... Very skimpy on crystals, I will tell you that. We are keeping Earth Armor. So we're gonna do power level 2. There we go. Picking armor because the looks, yeah. Well, fire armor looks impressive, but it's not powerful. Like, and same with like, so earth armor to me is the most powerful. There's certain, I know the snow stage is good with it with the fire. I'm like, I'm on the other side already. There's some impressive little animations. Like some great game artwork here. no slowdown or flicker either. It's just... so amazing. Shoot, I didn't even need the life. I think we might be good on this boss, if I believe... Damn it! Oh, really? 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 I'm gonna knock this bleeper out right now. There we go. That's what I was trying to do the first time. Oh, cool. He gave me 50 extra crystals. Not many options there on that one. So much better of a game, too. Careful though. Oh, that life power up, I couldn't, it didn't, I'm already dying. Oh yeah, I am not doing well now. I just hit that because I'm like, last ditch effort. Yeah, not having that health card hurt me. It like went off screen after I got it because of the scroll. I'm gonna die here. One hit left. Who's gonna get me? That guy. Yeah, oh, as I drop my controller, that's awesome. Anyways, a little bit of the turbo there, bringing back the show. We're going to do this every Tuesday. At least if it catches on. If we're not, people aren't watching, I'm not going to keep something going, but I figure we'd see if we get some interest back in this, because I absolutely love this. I just got Super Arizonk. Yes, that's an interesting one. I still think the first one is a better game. And I know the other one's a Super CD, but... And it's probably because I fell in love with, like, Arizonk. I think it's the most perfect game on the TurboGrafx / PC Engine. And, I don't know. The part 2 where you can't pick your buddy and you don't really have as much control over what you can use for each stage, and the collecting of the smileys. It's just kind of weird. It's set up like Area 8, UN Squad. I used to have a UN Squadron arcade game. My cock, one of us! Says, PC Engine for life. Heck yeah, man. Do all the bosses make WWF style intros like that? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. El Pollo Loco. I used to love eating there, man. Oh my goodness, this is just going nuts over here. I'll turn that down a little bit. I would have loved this back in the day if I have a TurboGrafx. Yeah, it's an amazing, it's a very hard shooter, but it's awesome. I've almost beat it, but never have beat it. There's enough great games to keep doing that. Yeah, there's so many. There's still like 1,000 games or whatever, so. Brian F. says, Zim, Zam, Zoom. Well, I agree, sir.
Zim, zam, zoom.
Not so turbo. Anyways. I tell you what. We've come to the end of the stream, and I just don't want to get interrupted in the middle of...
Well, it looks like it's the end of the stream. Ho ho! I've got to peel out of here. Ho ha ha ha! Banana fun! How fun! Yes!
Wow. Well, the TurboGrafx Banana is getting out of here. Yes, hot dog to everyone.
Hot dog!
I do appreciate you tuning in because it means a lot. This is one of my favorite consoles. There's like a hair on me that I can't get off my face. That was weird. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. God bless you. We'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.